Time for ABC 36 Storm Team Forecast.
We've enjoyed some summer-like weather here in central and eastern Kentucky over the last couple of days. No exception on this Tuesday. Your weather headlines dodging some scattered rain and storms over the next few days, although this evening should be relatively quiet. Now, a bit of good news. The overall severe weather threat has lowered for tomorrow and then again Thursday night into Friday morning. But still, a few strong storms are going to be possible, and it is looking a bit drier for the weekend as temperatures stay pleasant for this time of the year, slightly below average highs. Nothing going on with our Viper radar. You can see here on the visible satellite that bank of mid to high level clouds diminishing as it works eastward, some additional clouds filling in, but a lot more in the way of sunshine here in the bluegrass than a few hours ago. Big storms rumbling through the mountains of West Virginia and the organized severe weather threat. Several tornado watches and a severe thunderstorm watch through the heart of St. Louis there into the Missouri River Valley. And that's where the bullseye is for the severe threat. And then the level 1 kind of curls right across northern Kentucky with a boundary laying across the northern part of the state. Checking out downtown Mount Sterling, lots of sunshine, looking good and feeling good. 82 right now. You can thank that south to southwest wind, 5 to 10, occasionally a little stronger than that. We're mainly into the low, a few mid 80s here and there, so comparable to yesterday, although a few spots are hanging into the upper 70s. Remember, our average high is just beginning to creep into the upper 60s. That boundary laid out again across the bluegrass. Eventually it will lift to the north. Area of low pressure, that's creating all the severe weather potential back to our west. Note this evening, we're in pretty good shape. Should be another nice one. Overnight, heading toward daybreak tomorrow. Could see a cluster of thunderstorms moving through, and then a lot of tomorrow may end up being dry, especially mid to late afternoon. That'll push us back into the upper 70s. Now, the threat tomorrow, the level 2 has been pushed up into northern Ohio, parts of Indiana. We're in the low end level 1. Still a few strong storms possible, but not as what we were looking at this time yesterday. Frontal boundary that moves on through, and then we'll catch this next area of low pressure Thursday night into Friday. The daylight hours dry, breezy, warm, at least 80 if not warmer, and then the front sweeps through. The rain comes to an end by the time we hit later in the day on Friday. Note the drop in temperatures. So the severe threat Thursday night into the early hours of Friday. The level 2s in far western Kentucky with the level 1 here in the bluegrass, far eastern Kentucky not in it. Timing is good in that it happens during the overnight when the atmosphere has a tendency to be a little bit more stable. But of course, the severe threat still with us, something we will obviously monitor closely between now and then. And notice how the rain chances pretty lower end. We've dropped those back a bit, which of course is good news. 62, breezy and mild. A few storms later tonight. Little windy tomorrow. Southwest winds 15 to 20, gusting higher than that. Scattered storms, I think primarily early, and then it may be dry later in the afternoon. Dry much of Thursday with that late chance from west to east, and those will carry over into Friday morning before we dry it out. Pretty good looking weekend, even though we're below average, either side of 60 for an afternoon high. We'll start to climb the ladder early next week, maybe a storm or two this time next week with highs back in the mid 60s.